Hey there, what's up? I wanted to train staggering. Typical options for staggering. This is something used for beating delayed normals. I already told you that when you go for your normal pressure, for your throws, your tick throws, your semis, your frame traps, if you seem to be stopped at everything, it is a sign of this one mashing delayed throws and normals. So, if he seems to take everything and block everything, or even check you at your semis, for example here, you go for a semi and you are no checked or even punished, it is very probable that this one is going for delayed normals as a defensive option on his side. So, in those cases, what you want to do is go for some approach that can open the opponent. I already commented you a few options you have, but I didn't comment the most common options that are used. Imagine we are delaying the answer by 6 frames. Okay? Imagine, for example, we jumped in, we dashed in, we didn't get stopped, or we even caught a normal. We dashed after spiral arrow, we have our Rocky, we timed it properly. It is also important not being stopped. It is one mashing on wake up. But imagine this one blocked your first hits. And it seems every time you knocked him down, you cannot do anything. You cannot grab him, you cannot go for semis, you cannot hit him with frame traps. So it is a sign of delay normals, as I said you. If I told you, sorry. You want to open the opponent in that case, and then you want to go for other options, which are not typical frame traps or tick throws or things like that. Or like, I'll talk about that. If they are mashing standing normals, delayed normals, or throws, you can catch them. Is they delayed? Yes. I didn't time it properly. You can catch them with light kick into standing light kick into standing hard kick. Okay. I also told you that if you are afraid of crouching normals, because this hard kick doesn't hit crouching opponents, you can go for standing light kick, make or walk, and then crouching light punch or standing light punch into back middle punch. You want spiral much better because it gives okay side. Let me put the normal recovery. Okay, these are options you can use. Sorry, but these are not the only options. Typically, which is used is stagger, and for doing that, you want to use standing medium punch, do a micro walk too, and standing medium punch. If this one blocks forever, okay, you get great damage. If at any time, and you train it that properly, you hit the opponent, then you want to confirm into hard punch or crouching middle kick, and cancel any of them into spiral. Then you convert the grid damage, you corner the opponent, you are passing the opponent towards the corner, and you get more damage. So this option, medium punch, micro, is good. You can be stopped if they medium match, of course. You can also try to do it with crouching medium punch. I'm training that. I'm not used to this approach, but I think it is much better. This is my point of view. So this is why I want to train that. So at the beginning, what I want to do, and maybe you too, if you didn't train that either, is recording standing live punch, delaying it by 6 or 8 frames or 7 frames, and trying to walk properly and mash it in proper time. You get counter, you want to get counter, and then confirm into that. Do that. To hard punch or this. I won't be doing this following thing. Once we control that, we also want, I think it is much better at the end, we also want a slot where the dummy blocks everything. If we switch them both, then we can train a more real situation where we want to keep pressing the opponent till we get a hit and then confirm into this. But I'm not able to do it so far. This is why I want to train this. I mean, keep doing pressure, keep pressing this till we hit the opponent. If we hit at the beginning, it is right. If not, I mistimed that. I prefer spiral. Right now. The idea would be never stop pressing. Okay? But I'm not able to do it so far. But I encourage you to train that. I want to do it too. So this is a normal stagger. With this I find it harder. Let me switch off the blocking. I will get hit, very probably. I didn't. Well, I'm being luckier. You can train with this or with this. We don't care. What else? This is mainly a stagger. Doing this. And confirming it into hard punch or crouching leg kick. Once you get the real hit with medium punch. This is basically stagger. But I also want to tell you some more options you have. If they mass delay normals, they are not frame traps, so be careful about this. Leg kick into medium punch catches delayed normals. Always. Okay? Listen to this. Light punch into medium punch also catches them. Okay? Crouching light punch into medium punch also catches them. You might find other combinations. And these are good because you are close enough for confirming into hard punch. You see? Problem is that if they mash immediately, they interrupt you. And I want to show you there is a sequence pretty solid that can catch either delayed normals or immediate mashing. This is initially a frame trap, like this, leg kick into crouching leg punch, and then you follow it with standing medium punch. And then you can confirm into hard punch or crouching leg punch. You have plenty of time and you're close enough for confirming into these normals. No, if you time it properly. Right now. Okay? But if they start mashing at the beginning, by doing the same sequence, you will keep hitting the opponent too. Because you got counter. They started mashing before, you got them with the frame trap, and you keep doing the same sequence and hitting the opponent. So you can use these two, regardless of if they are mashing immediately or doing delay normals, or mixing them. So this sequence is pretty solid, I'd say. The only option for them to catch you if they mash a 3-frame normal after this. Not after this, but after this. But it is hard, so I think it is a good sequence. You can also try, but it is trickier, to mix light normals with microworks and medium normals, or again light normals. We are going to try some other sequence. Light normal, microwork, light kick, microwork, light kick. We are going to try. We want to get counter label, and then try to get a good sequence. If I do it properly. It is tricky. Is it delayed? No, sorry. I was wondering. No, we want counter leg right now. It is trickier, so I wouldn't recommend doing this without training a lot. Okay, but you can try to do that. You can also try to mix many lights with this. Okay, and you can open the opponent. But the most solid sequence, I say, is this one, to my understanding. And to finish with this video, I want to show you some other sequence, and you might find many more, which is interesting, because this normal from Kami is very poorly used. If you mash two of these middle punches too tight, it is a frame trap. You won't hit the opponent. But I want to show you that if they insist on mashing delay normals, no matter which one, after these two you can press this. Okay? If they insist mash delay normals all the time. You can try with many normals. We don't care. So this is a good sequence, but you cannot keep the pressure. Once, if you were blocked here, you shouldn't be pressing anything. Sorry. But if you hit the opponent, you get counter, and you corner him, and get a decent damage. So basically, train this thing, please. I want to do it too. Confirm when you hit into her punch or medium kick, and cancel into spiral arrow. This way you will get much more damage. You probably will succeed more. This is why I want to do that. And you can try to find other sequences with lights to annoy the opponent, or use this. Hope it is interesting. Put it in practice and let me know if it works. Have a good time. Bye.